Hello everyone, welcome to CSAT weekly series, and as you all know, this is the video in which we are doing permutation and combination, and this is the third session for this. Till now we have done PNC for the year till 2021. Now we will be starting with year of 2020. So let's see how many questions were there in 2020. 1, 2, 3. Acha, you have also seen that even when there were multiple questions, like in 2023, a lot of questions were being asked. Even then, level of difficulty was not that much. Permutation and combination is just counting and different questions asked on how many ways you can counter different stuff. Okay. So in this, a lot of questions are possible, but we have seen that there is repetition also because concepts are limited, right? So statement can be changed multiple times. First thing is, let's do the first question of 2020. We have how many 5-digit prime numbers can be obtained using all the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 without repetition of digits. So question says you have to form 5-digit prime number using the digits 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And I have to use all of the digits, right? So we will see that this is a question of permutation and combination because you have to see how many numbers are possible without repetition. But can I tell how many 5-digit prime numbers are there if you form this? Let's see. Is it possible for us to find out? Let's say this is a 5-digit number using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I know that unit digit cannot have 2, unit digit cannot have 4, unit digit cannot have 5 because prime number कौन से होते हैं? Number which are divisible by 1 and itself. Now unit digit में अगर 2 होगा, that means number is even, so it is divisible by 2. If it is 4 at the units place, number will be divisible by 2. If it is 5 at the units place, that means number is divisible by 5. So we know 2, 4, 5 are not possible. So only 1 and 3 are possible. Now, even if I have deduced this, that 1 and 3 are possible. So 2 possibilities, right? अब 5 में से 1 is gone. That means here you have 4, 3, 2, 1. 4 multiply 3, 12, multiply 2, 24 and multiply 2. 48 numbers will be formed with 1 or 3 as unit digit. But can we check for all 48 numbers which are prime and which are not? Also, it is a 5-digit number. Can we check for that? So, यहाँ पर जब हम ये क्वेश्चन देखते हैं, हमारे माइंड में ये थॉट आना चाहिए कि यूपीएससी में हमसे ऐसा क्यों पूछा जाएगा कि आप एक 5-digit 48 5-digit नंबर में आप चेक करके बताइए कि उसमें से कौन सा प्राइम है कौन सा नहीं. That means there is a trick in the question. UPSC will never ask you that there are 48 5-digit numbers. You have to check whether they are prime or not. 1 2 digit होते, 1 digit होते, 3 digit होते, still we can check. But do you think 5-digit number में आप check कर सकते हो? So that is not manually possible. Especially in a given time period, जो हमारे पास time period है of 2 hours, सिर्फ एक question थोड़ी करना है, right? That means UPSC is asking you something else. Go into the mind of examiner. अगर ऐसा question दिया है जो solve करना ही manually possible नहीं है, that means उस question में कोई trick है. Now you see, whatever number must be formed using the digits. Can I see that this number, let's say, even if 3 is there at the units place or 1 is there, what is the divisibility of 3? Divisibility of 3 is adding sum of all the digits. This is what you have to do to find divisibility of 3. 5 5, 10 and 5, 15. This sum will be 15. So no matter what combination you make, no matter what combination you make, sum will always be 15. That means this number will always be divisible by 3. That means there is no possible combination of these 5 numbers such that the number is prime. So, what is our answer? How many 5-digit prime numbers can be obtained using the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 without repetition? 0. No 5-digit prime number of such case is possible, right? Because any number you will make, it will be divisible by 3 only. Now, moving on to the next question. So, you see, first जो question था, it was not difficult at all. उसमें आपको ये समझना था कि यूपीएससी अगर आपसे एक चीज पूछ रही है जो डुएबल ही नहीं है, दैट मीन्स वो करनी ही नहीं है, राइट? तो दैट मीन्स देयर इज अ ट्रिक इन द क्वेश्चन. नाउ क्वेश्चन नंबर 2. हाउ मेनी डिफरेंट सम्स can be formed with the denomination rupees 50, rupees 100, rupees 200, rupees 500 and rupees 2000. So I have 5 possible denominations. I have to see how many different sums are formed, taking at least 3 at a time. Okay, so what does this mean? That let's say you have 50, 100, 200, 500 and 2000 rupees note. So you have to make different sum using at least 3. At least 3 matlab I can say 50, 100 and 200. This will be what? 250 plus 100, 350. One possible case. Then 50 and instead of 100 to 100, I will take 500 and 200. This is also another possibility. This will be what? 2550. So on. And अभी ये केस कौन सा है? जब हम 3 numbers consider कर रहे हैं. I can also take 50 plus 100 plus 200 plus 500. Right? I can also not take 50 and take this. Right? This will also give me a different sum. Also, what can I do? I can also add all of these because 5 के 5 ले लिया आपने. This will also give you a different sum. So how many such denomination, how many such different sum will be there? देखो, आपके पास total 5 है, right? So first case कौन सा होगा? When you select any at least 3, that means you can select 3, you can select 4, you can select 5. At least 3 out of 5. That means 5C3, 5 में से कोई भी 3 select कर लिए. At least 4 out of 5. So exactly 4 out of 5. So 5C4, at least 3 में 3 भी आएगा, 3 से ज्यादा भी आएगा. So 5C4, then 5C5. This will be your answer. Solve this. 5C3 is what? 5 multiply 4 multiply 3 factorial divided by 3 factorial multiply by 2 factorial. So 3 factorial will be cancelled out and 2. This will come as 10 plus 5C4 is what? 5C1. ये क्या आएगा? 5 factorial 5 multiply 4 factorial divided by 4 factorial multiply 1. So 5. This will be what? 5 factorial divided by 5 minus 5, 0 factorial and 5 factorial. So 1, 10 plus 5 plus 1. Option A, 16 will be your answer for this question. Okay. Again, you see second question also not tough at all. कुछ भी अभी तक ऐसा एक भी question नहीं आया जिसमें we can say that it is a very tough question. जैसे बहुत फ्रीक्वेंटली ऐसे बोल दिया जाता है कि पीएनसी के क्वेश्चन टफ है, पीएनसी के क्वेश्चन को आप छोड़ दो, पीएनसी के क्वेश्चन को स्किप कर दो. My personal opinion is that till now I have also solved the question along with you. So I have actually, shown you that PNCK questions are not that tough. They are not meant to be skipped, especially not all the questions. How many different 5-letter words? Again, see, again, very, very easy question. And we have already done such questions in your PYQs also. How many different 5-letter words with or without meaning? So repetition is order with or without meaning can be constructed using all the letters of the word Delhi. You have to use DELHI. You have to use these 5 letters so that each word has to start with a D and end with I. ठीक है? D से start होना चाहिए, I से end होना चाहिए. So let's say I have picked D also. I have picked I also. Right? What am I left with? I am left with 3 letters that are to be placed in these 3 places. Also, I am left with 3 letters here. तो इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? आप E, L and H को अरेंज करना चाहते हो यहाँ पर. What is arrangement? Arrangement is permutation. In how many ways can you arrange this? 3 factorial ways. ठीक है, 3p3 3 है आपके पास टोटल, उसमें से आप 3 को अरेंज कर रहे हो 3p3 3 factorial ways. 3 factorial will be what? 6. So what will be my answer? Option D. 6 ways are possible in which a word can be formed starting with D, ending with I. Now, next question. आगे चलें. Question number 1 of 2019. So in 2019, only one question came. Till now, we have seen that there are questions coming of triangles. There are questions coming of points in a circle, and then you have to form a triangle. Right angle triangle questions are coming. Now you see in this question, क्या है? Number of parallelograms that can be formed. जब हमें ट्राइंगल फॉर्म करने थे तो हमने देखा व्हाट डू वी नीड फॉर ट्राइंगल. फॉर ट्राइंगल वी नीड 3 नॉन कोलिनियर पॉइंट्स. ठीक है, सो आउट ऑफ टोटल पॉइंट्स वी सिलेक्टेड 3. ठीक है, इफ यू हैव 10 पॉइंट्स यू विल से 10C3. 10 नॉन कोलिनियर पॉइंट्स 10C3. ठीक है, नंबर ऑफ पैरेललोग्राम्स दैट कैन बी फॉर्म्ड फ्रॉम अ सेट ऑफ 4 पैरेलल लाइंस intersecting another set of 4 parallel lines. What does this mean? That you have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 parallel lines intersecting another 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another 4 parallel lines. How many parallelograms can be formed? सबसे first जो हमारे पास thought आना चाहिए mind में, that this is all. ठीक है, how many parallelograms can be formed? First thought should be that this is also a parallelogram, right? Also this is also a parallelogram. ठीक है, this is also a parallelogram. So what are we doing? We need any 2 lines from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out of these 4, you select any 2 lines, and out of these 4, A, B, C, D, you select any 2 lines, you will get a parallelogram. देखो एग्जाम्पल से. Let's say I am selecting 1 and 3. ठीक है, if I am selecting 1 and 3, will I get a parallelogram? This is 1. I selected 1. This is 3. I get 2 lines from here. Now let's say I select B and C. B and C. कुछ भी select कर सकते हम. B and C. B and C. So what do I get? I get this shaded region. This is a parallelogram, right? This is a parallelogram. So any 2 parallel lines from here and any 2 parallel lines from here. What does this mean? This means जो 4 लाइन्स है, any 4C2, that is 4 for horizontal, 4 में से कोई भी 2 multiplied by 4C2, vertical 4 में से कोई भी 2, right? इसको सॉल्व करो, 4 multiply 3 multiply 2 factorial divided by 2 factorial 6. Same for this, 6 multiply 6. How many parallelograms are possible? In total, 36 parallelograms. Option D will be my answer. So, in questions like this, जहाँ पर आपको parallelogram, triangle ये सब बनाना होता है, you have to see parallelogram बनाने के लिए what do you need? Parallelogram के लिए you need 2 parallel lines vertical, 2 parallel lines horizontal. Select कर लो वो lines out of total. Triangle में you need 3 points such that 3 are non-collinear. So select कर लो 3 non-collinear points, right? Out of total, select this. तो selection क्या होता है? Combination. तो only C. Now, how many diagonals can be drawn by joining the vertices of an octagon? Firstly, octagon is an 8-sided figure. So, let's say my question is, how many diagonals can be drawn by joining sides of a square? For example, this is my question. How many diagonals are there in a square? You will say BD and AC, right? That means, let's say A, B, C, D. These are the 4 points. What all possible combinations do I have? I have AB can join, BC can join, then AC can join, AD can join, then you are left with what? B is 2 times, A is 3 times, BC can join, sorry, BD can also join, right? So AB, BC, AC, then AD, this is also taken, BD, this is also taken, left with DC. These are all the possible combinations. If I take ABCD 4 points, joining any two, these are the possible combinations, right? Why am I joining 2? अभी हमने डिस्कस किया था, when you need a triangle, you need 3 points. So, out of 10, let's say 10C3, right? यहाँ पर we need a diagonal. Diagonal क्या होता है? Diagonal is formed by joining 2 points, right? D, B, formed by joining 2 points. So, total 4 points are there. You join any 2 points. That means what? 4C2. But 4C2 करके आपको ये सारे possible cases मिलते हैं. I also know that AB, BC, CD and AD, these are not diagonals because they are sides. So what did I do? 4C2 minus side. Firstly, no matter how many points you have in that figure, in this figure you had 4 points A, B, C, D. You select 2 out of these. 2 को join कर लो. Sides आप minus कर दो. What will you get? You will get diagonal. Similarly, देखो ये, let's look at this. This is a pentagon. ठीक है? Total how many points are there? 5. So 5C2. This means 5 multiply 4 multiply 3 factorial divided by 3 factorial 2 factorial. In total 10 will be there. 10 possible combinations in total. But diagonals कौन से? Diagonals are DA, first, second, 2 from A, third, fourth, fifth, 5 diagonals. That means what? 10 में से 10 is what? 5C2 में से number of sides minus किया है. 10 में से आप 5 sides minus कर दो. You will get diagonal. So in any figure, you can write this formula for permutation also. If there is a n-sided figure, then what are the number of diagonals? Number of diagonals will be nc2. Firstly, joining any 2 points, then subtracting number of sides, that is n. So here what we have? We have 8-sided. So what will I get? 8c2 minus 8. 8c2 is 8 multiply 7 multiply 6 factorial divided by 6 factorial 2 factorial. 4 multiply 7 minus 8, 28 minus 8. 20 diagonals are there in this figure. This is your final answer. Okay. I hope this concept is understood. So option A, 20 will be my answer. Now let's move on to the second question. So again, ये question में अगर आपको पता हो how to find out diagonal, very easy question. Let's move on to the second question of this year. A bag contains 15 red balls, 20 black balls. Each ball is numbered either 1 or 2 or 3. Ball पे number लिखा हुआ है 1, 2 या 3. 20% of the red balls are numbered 1. Okay. So let's see. 1 number के कितने हैं? 20%. 20% of 15. We have already done this in percentages. How to find out 20%. So number 1 balls are 3 numbers. ठीक है? After that, 40% of them are numbered 3. So 40% of 15. This is what? 2 by 5. If you cut by 20, that means 6. 2 numbered balls are 6. ठीक है? Remaining are what? Total 15 में से if you subtract 9, that means 3 numbered balls will be 6. ठीक है? So I know now कि R में 1 number balls are 3, 2 number balls are 6, 3 number balls are 6. Moving on, similarly among the black, 45% are numbered 2. In black, total 20 balls are there. 45% are numbered 2. ठीक है? So what will this be? 5, 9. ठीक है? So number 2 balls are 9 in number. 30% are number 3. 30%, 20 multiply 30 by 100. Right? Again cancel by 5. 6. Number 3 कितने हैं? 6 balls. Now 9 plus 6 is what? 15. Total balls are 20. And that means red balls will be 5. ठीक है? So now we have division of red, black, 1, 2, 3 number on. A boy picks a ball at random. He wins if the ball is red and numbered 3. ठीक है? Red and number 3. That means एक केस तो ये हो गया जीतने का. Or if it is black and numbered 1 or 2. Black हो या number 1 or 2 हो, black and 1 and 2, that means 5 plus 9, 6 and 14 cases. What are the chances of his winning? Firstly, how many balls are there in total? Out of 35. And what are the chances of winning? If the boy is picking either these, one of these 6 balls or one of these 14 balls. So 14 plus 6, 20. Out of 35 total, 20 chances of winning are there. That means what will be the answer? But using 5, 4 by 7. This will be your answer. Okay. So this was a question of probability. In this, you do not need to use the concept of permutation and combination, but since these topics are done together, so that is why this, and probability ke not much questions have been asked, so I combined it with this one. Okay, so 4/7 will be your answer. Total outcome divided by favorable outcomes divided by total outcomes is the probability. Here 20 are favorable, that is 6, 5, 9. These are favorable, total are 35, so 4/7. Now, next question is, there are 24 equally spaced points lying on the circumference of a circle. For this also, you need to know certain concepts. ये एक circle है. There are 24 equally spaced points lying on the circumference of a circle. What is the maximum number of equilateral triangles that can be drawn by taking sets of 3 points as the vertices? This is your question. Now again, as I have told you before also, when you have so much, a set that is so big, 24 points, what we do is we try to understand using small points, right? So for example, I have this circle with me and I have 2 points. Can I form a triangle? It is not possible, because I know for a triangle at least 3 points you should have. Now let's say I have 3 points equidistant from each other, A, B, C. That means AB, BC, AC. If you join, you will get a triangle. So when you have 3 points, you get one triangle. 3 points equidistant, you get one triangle. Now, if I take that there is a circle like this and it has 4 equidistant points. 4 equidistant points. Now when you will see, let's say these form a triangle. Will this be equidistant? Will this be an equilateral triangle? I know that this A, C, B. AB is equal to AC. But can you say this about CB? Because ये point यहाँ पर तो नहीं आ रहा. In previous question, I know that these 3 points are equidistant. That means AB, AC, BC. They are equal. यहाँ पर तो ऐसा case नहीं है. Similarly, when you will place 5 points, again such case is not possible. That points will form an equilateral triangle. But what if I am now placing 6 points? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 equidistant points, right? A, B, C, D, E, F. Now you see, AB के बीच का distance and BC के बीच का distance is the same. CD के बीच का distance is the same. DE का distance same. EF का same. FA का same. Now if I want to make equilateral triangle, can I say that joining ACE? ये भी तो यही हुए. 3 points having equidistant, having same distance, and FBD. I will get an equilateral triangle. So when you have 6 points, 4 and 5 में not possible. 6 points में you will get 2 triangles. Similarly, when you will have 9 points, ऐसे कर करके देखो how many are possible. देखो 3 points में 1 triangle, 6 points में 2 triangles. So 24 is also a multiple of 3, right? 24 is also a multiple of 3. That means triangles can be formed. Okay? How many triangles will be there? 24 divided by 3. ये 2 है ना, 6/3. 1 है 3/3. Okay? Because any 3 set if you are making, then you will get total 8 triangles possible. Understood? So when you have a question in which so many points are there, नहीं समझ में आ रहा है कि क्या मेथड लगाएं, कौन सा फॉर्मूला लगाएं, ऐसे करके भी देख सकते हो. That let's say if there are less number of points, तो आंसर क्या आएगा? Now, question number 1 of CSAT 2017. So we are done with 3 questions of CSAT 2016. Now we are doing with 2017 questions. First question is, there are 4 horizontal and 4 vertical lines. Now you see 17 में भी आया, then 18 में भी आया. So that means questions are being repeated ना. Same concept आपसे बार बार पूछा जा रहा है. Number of triangles पूछे जा रहे हैं. How many parallelogram पूछे जा रहे हैं. ये देखो अब यहाँ पर क्या है. 4 horizontal, 4 vertical lines parallel and equidistant to one another on a board. What is the maximum number of rectangles and squares that can be formed? Firstly, according to me, that it should have been given that lines are at 90-degree angle. ठीक है? Because rectangles and square form करने के लिए you need to have lines at 90-degree. Okay. So now we are just considering this because we have a question like this. So let's say 4 horizontal and 4 vertical. Okay, these are 4 horizontal lines. These are 4 vertical lines. How will you form a rectangle out of this? Any two. Again, बिल्कुल पहले जैसा same. यहाँ पर 4 lines ऐसे. I've drawn one extra. Out of 4 lines from here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Select any two. 4C2. Any two if you will select. Let's say I'm selecting this and this. ठीक है? Then यहाँ पर 4 lines में से any two. Let's say I'm selecting this and I'm selecting this. So this figure will be a triangle, right? 4C2 multiply 4C2. 6. This will be a rectangle. 6 multiply 6, 36. प्रॉब्लम कहाँ आ रही है? क्वेश्चन में ये भी पूछा है स्क्वायर्स भी बताओ, रेक्टेंगल्स एंड स्क्वायर. इसके लिए अगेन एज आई सेड इन द प्रीवियस सेशंस आल्सो, PNC में what you have to take with you have to take your common sense. So rectangles and squares. If you are covering rectangles, that means square भी तो rectangle ही होता है. Square is also a rectangle. If you are covering these, let's say I am saying I have selected these 2 lines and I have selected these 2 lines. That means I am also considering this case. ये तो square है. So no matter that no matter the question, आप जब rectangles consider कर रहे हो तो उसमें square automatically include हो ही रहे हैं. So my answer will be 36 only. Option C. Option C, 36 will be my answer. Understood? Chalo. Let's move on to the next question. We have how many numbers are there between 99 and 1000 such that 8 occupies the units place. So ऐसे क्वेश्चन तो आप बहुत बार कर लिए हैं. You have 99 and 1000 के बीच में number will be a 3-digit number. 8 should occupy units place. So 8 हमने यहाँ पर fix कर दिया. That means only one way possible. ठीक है? Now how many numbers can be formed? यहाँ पर you can put any number from 0 to 9. Middle में है तो 0 भी put कर सकते हैं. So from 0 to 9, you can put any number. That is 10 cases possible. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, so on up to 9. And in the first place, you can put any number, but not 0. Right? 0 के अलावा you can put any number. Repetition का तो बोला ही नहीं कि it is not allowed. So repetition is also allowed. So you can put any number, but 0. So 9 possibilities. 9 multiply 10 multiply 1. Option C. 90 will be my answer. Okay, very simple question. Next, you have Question number 3. A bag contains 20 balls. See, again बिल्कुल सेम क्वेश्चन जो 2023 में भी पूछा गया है, उससे पहले भी पूछा गया है. 2023 में 2 questions are there of the same type, red socks, red shoes वाला, black shoes वाला, and third 14 black balls, 20 blue balls, ये वाला जो क्वेश्चन था जिसमें 180 टोटल बॉल्स थी. वेरी सिमिलर क्वेश्चन. सो दैट मीन्स अगर आपने 2017 का एनालिसिस किया है, you will be able to do both the questions in 2023, right? This is why PYQs are of ultimate importance. A bag contains 20 balls. 8 balls are green, 7 are white, 5 are red. In total, 20 balls are there. What is the minimum number of balls that must be picked from the bag? Such blindfolded, without replacing, to be assured of picking at least one ball of each color. कल भी था ये क्वेश्चन कि हर बॉल का एटलीस्ट एक कलर तो होना ही होना चाहिए. This was the question in yesterday's video also, right? That every ball, one ball of every color should be there. So what we did? We said all the maximum ones you add, 8. So I have taken 8 green balls. I have taken all 7 white balls. Then we talk about the minimum one. So 8 plus 7, 15 balls तो हमने निकाल ली उसमें से. तो इसमें I know कि green भी आएगा and white भी आएगा, but red का sure नहीं है. तो red के लिए हम क्या करेंगे? +1, so that at least one ball red आ ही जाए, because we have to make it minimum. So 8 plus 7 is what? 15. 15 plus 1, 16. Option B, 16 will be your answer. If you want to know the detailed version of this, why we are doing this, please check out previous video in which we have discussed CSAT 2023 PNC. Right? So in that video we have discussed in detail कि ऐसे question को हम करते कैसे हैं. Moving on to CSAT 2016 question 1. In a question paper, there are 5 questions to be attempted. Answer to each question has 2 choices, true or false. Okay. It is given that no two candidates have given the answer to 5 questions in an identical sequence. Basically, कोई भी candidate same answer नहीं करा. For example, if I say true, false, true, false, true, false, true, false, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. ये एक कैंडिडेट का आंसर सीक्वेंस है, तो किसी और कैंडिडेट का सेम आंसर सीक्वेंस नहीं हो सकता, राइट? फॉर दिस टू हैपन, मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ कैंडिडेट इज व्हाट? मैक्सिमम कितने कैंडिडेट हो सकते हैं, ये आपका क्वेश्चन. तो अब फिर से ऐसे क्वेश्चन को हम कैसे करते हैं? स्मॉल पार्ट्स में डिवाइड करके. लेट्स से आई हैव ओनली 2 कैंडिडेट. ठीक है, I have only 2 candidates. I have only 2 questions. Candidates तो find out करने हैं ना. So let's say I have only 2 questions of true false. ठीक है. That means what are the possible answers? True false, false true, false false, true true. These are the only possible answers. That means maximum number of candidates. How many maximum number of candidates are possible? Let's say candidate 1 ने ये आंसर कर दिया, कैंडिडेट 2 ने ये, कैंडिडेट 3 ने ये और कैंडिडेट 4 ने ये. तो 4 candidates can answer individually. Maximum 4 candidates can be there, because अगर आप any more candidates if you include, let's say candidate 5, तो वो क्या आंसर करेगा? इसके अलावा तो कोई और ग्रुप ही नहीं बनता. So 4 candidates will be my answer. यहाँ पर हम क्या कर रहे हैं? ट्रू और फॉल्स के डिफरेंट वेज देख रहे हैं कि कितने कॉम्बिनेशंस पॉसिबल है. तो when 2 questions में we are doing this, in 10 also we will do the same. यहाँ पर ट्रू एंड फॉल्स होने के कितने पॉसिबल आउटकम्स है? 2, या ट्रू हो सकता है या फॉल्स. सिमिलरली है 2, ट्रू फॉल्स. So how many times? 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply. How many questions are there? There are 5 questions. Sorry. So 2 की power 10 नहीं, 2 की power 5. 2 to the power 5. 1 2 3 4 5 questions. फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन में आप ट्रू या फॉल्स कर सकते हो, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन में ट्रू या फॉल्स कर सकते हो, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन में ट्रू या फॉल्स, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन में ट्रू या फॉल्स, इन दिस आल्सो ट्रू और फॉल्स. For each answer, 2 possible outcomes are there, either true or false. That means 2 multiply 2 multiply 2, so on, 2 to the power 5. 5 questions के लिए 32. Option D will be your answer. Okay. Moving on, question number 2. How many numbers are there between 100 and 300 which either begin with or end with 2? चलो, इस क्वेश्चन में क्या है, सबसे पहले 100 and 300 के बीच में जितने भी नंबर होंगे they will be of the form 1 dash dash और 2 dash dash. इस फॉर्म के होंगे. क्वेश्चन में पूछा है which either begin, या तो beginning 2 से हो या end 2 से हो. ठीक है, आपको ये नंबर्स बताना. Now, for example, if I consider this, ठीक है, if I consider 2 at beginning, begin, case 1, ठीक है, अभी इसको भूल जाओ. अगर हम सिंपल ऐसे कंसिडर करते हैं 2 at the beginning, केस 1, ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर 2 रखा, दैट मीन्स ओनली वन वे पॉसिबल, 2 फिक्स कर दिया. यहाँ पर क्या क्या पॉसिबल है, एनी नंबर इज पॉसिबल फ्रॉम 0 to 9, ठीक है, so 10. अगेन हेयर ऑल्सो इफ यू आर कंसिडरिंग 201, 202 भी तो लोगे, रेपिटेशन इज पॉसिबल, 200 भी तो लोगे, रेपिटेशन इज पॉसिबल, राइट. तो 10 multiply 10, that means अगर आप 2 को बिगिनिंग में रख रहे हो, 100 cases are there when you are saying 2 is at the beginning. Now let's discuss about parts in which 2 is at end. 2 अगर हम यहाँ एंड में रख रहे हैं, ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर क्या क्या पॉसिबल आउटकम्स है. Firstly, here I know either 1 can come or 2 can come, ठीक है, बिकॉज क्योंकि 100 and 300 के बीच में होना चाहिए, तो फर्स्ट नंबर या तो 1 हो सकता है या 2, बट 2 बिगिनिंग ये तो हमने ऑलरेडी कंसिडर कर लिया, दैट मीन्स here only 1 is possible, so 1, that means 1 outcome, 1 outcome. Here how many numbers are possible, any number from 0 to 9, 10 possible outcomes. So 10. In case 2, when 2 is ending, that means 10 possible, in total 110 possible outcomes. Option A will be your answer. Okay. Let's move on. Third question of this year. This is what year we are doing, year 2016. So you can see in 2016, third 3 questions have been asked. Okay. Now let's discuss about this question. 4-digit numbers are to be formed using the digits 1 2 3 4. None of these 4 digits are repeated in any manner. Okay. Further, 2 and 3 are not to immediately follow each other. 1 is not to be immediately followed by 3. That means 1 के बाद 3 हो, ये केस नहीं लेना. 2 and 3 not follow each other. That means 2 3 केस भी नहीं लेना, 3 2 केस भी नहीं लेना. ठीक है. 1 is not to be immediately followed by 3. 1 3 नहीं लेना, 3 1 we can take. ठीक है. 4 is not to appear at the last place. तो ऐसा केस आप नहीं ले सकते. ठीक है. 1 is not to appear at the first place. ऐसा केस भी हम नहीं ले सकते. अब देखो ऐसे क्वेश्चंस में क्या करते हैं, केसेस बना के करते हैं, बिकॉज सो मेनी कंडीशंस आर देयर दैट इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल फॉर मी टू मल्टीप्लाई एंड चेक टोटल नंबर ऑफ आउटकम्स कितने आए. ठीक है, तो लेट्स टेक केस वन where 1 is at units place. ठीक है, if 1 is at units place, I know that 3, 1 is possible. Only 2 and 3 cannot be together. If 2 and 3 cannot be together, that means it will be either like this or like this. दो cases आएंगे. When 1 is at units place, two possible cases, 2 और 3 इकट्ठे नहीं हो सकते. That means 4 will be here. So for this 2 cases. Next case आप consider करके चलो. Case number 2. When 2 is at units place. Now if 2 is at units place, I know that 3 cannot come here. ठीक है, 3 cannot come here. Also 1 is not to appear at the first place. 4 is not to appear at the last place. If 3 cannot come here, let's see possible options. 3 can come here or 3 can come here. यही दो possibilities है. अच्छा, we also know 3, 1 is possible, 1, 3 is not possible. That means यहाँ पर 1 आए, ये तो possible है ही नहीं. 1 first place में भी नहीं हो सकता. तो यहाँ पर there is this case 4, 3, 1, 2. ठीक है, but यहाँ पर when we talk about it, 3, 1 is possible. That means this case is also possible. 3, 1, 4, 2. This case is also possible. 3, 4, 1, 2. Again, ठीक है, 1, 4 भी हो सकता है, 4, 1 भी हो सकता है. इन पे तो कोई कंडीशन नहीं है. So when 2 is at units place, 3 cases are there. 1 is at units place, 2 cases are there. Now third case, when 3 is at units place, again 3 and 2 cannot be together, so 2 will be here, or 3 is here, 2 will be here, right? I know that 1 and 3, 1, 3 is not possible. 1, 3 इकट्ठे हो, ये इस ऑर्डर में पॉसिबल नहीं. सो हेयर 1 यहाँ पर नहीं आ सकता. ऑल्सो 1 फर्स्ट प्लेस पे भी नहीं आ सकता. तो 1 को कहाँ फिक्स करें, कोई जगह ही नहीं बची. दैट मीन्स दिस केस इज नॉट पॉसिबल. लेट्स टॉक अबाउट द सेकेंड केस. 1, 3 इज नॉट पॉसिबल, सो 1 यहाँ आएगा, 4 यहाँ आएगा. नाउ यू सी हाउ मेनी केसेस आर देयर. 3 here, 2 here, 1 here. So 3 plus 2 plus 1. Total 6 cases. If you will say why not 4 at the unit place, it is given 4 is not to appear at the last place. ठीक है, तो 4 वहां आ ही नहीं सकता. These 3 cases are there and in total 6. Option A, 6 different numbers can be formed. Okay, so you will see that this is more a question inclined towards reasoning. Chalo, let's discuss CSAT 2015 paper, and in this question you had, in this one you had 4 questions. Okay, so 4 questions for 2015. You can see that ऐसा नहीं है कि CSAT के क्वेश्चंस आ नहीं रहे हैं शुरू से. 12 people form a club by picking lots. Picking lots मतलब क्या होता है, जैसे लॉटरी में होता है ना, आप सारे 12 के चिट डाल देते हो, 1 by 1 आप पिक कर रहे हो. by picking lots, one of them will host a dinner for all once in a month. Number of dinners a particular member has to host in 1 year is what? ठीक है, now see, ये क्वेश्चन भी क्या है, it is very common sense का क्वेश्चन. Let's say I have 12 chits. एक बॉक्स में 12 chits डाल. ऐसा तो नहीं given that once your chit is taken out, you cannot be picked up again without replacement. तो नहीं बोला. That means let's say first month 1 की बारी आ गई. Okay, नेक्स्ट मंथ फिर से 12 हमने एक बॉक्स में इकट्ठे किए, उसमें से पिक किया. नेक्स्ट मंथ फिर 1 की बारी आ गई. दिस इज ऑल्सो पॉसिबिलिटी. नेक्स्ट मंथ फिर 1 की बारी आ गई, या फिर 12 है, 12 की कभी बारी आई ही नहीं, This is also possible. So can we determine how many dinners they will host? Obviously not. So D cannot be predicted. Okay? It is just like a lottery question. चलो. So again इस question में कुछ था ही नहीं, सिर्फ थोड़ा common sense का question. A selection, question 2 देखो. A selection is to be made for one post of principal and two posts of vice principal. Amongst the 6 candidates called for interview, only 2 are eligible for the post of principal. So let's say 6 candidates are there: A, B, C, D, E, F. ठीक है? 2 are eligible for the post of principal. Let's say they are A and B. And while they are all eligible for the post of vice principal, so vice principal इनमें से कोई भी हो सकता है. Number of possible combination of selectees is what? देखो, प्रिंसिपल के लिए आपको पता है आप इन टू में से ही एक सेलेक्ट करोगे, तो 2C1 फॉर वाइस प्रिंसिपल. नाउ लेट्स से यू हैव सेलेक्टेड 1 फॉर प्रिंसिपल. ठीक है, 6 में से एक सेलेक्ट कर लिया, बाकी 5 के 5 एलिजिबल है, तो 5C2. 2C1 is what? 2 multiply 5C2. 5 multiply 4 multiply 3 factorial divided by 3 factorial multiply 2 factorial. So 3 factorial cancel out 2. So 5 multiply 2 is 10. 2 multiply 10. 20 possible options. Is it given here? Option D, let's check. Option D, none of the above. None of the above will be my answer. 20 possible combinations. So option D, none of the above. Okay. चलो क्वेश्चन 3 देखते हैं. A student has to opt for 2 subjects out of 5 subjects for a course, namely commerce, economics, statistics, mathematics 1 M1 and M2. Commerce, economics, statistics M1, M2. Mathematics 2 can be offered only if mathematics 1 is also opted. आपको 2 subjects select करने हैं. M2 is selected only if M1 is there. ठीक है, तो बेसिकली ऐसा केस पॉसिबल हो सकता है कि M1 एंड C सेलेक्ट कर लिया, आपने सिर्फ मैथ्स 1 और कॉमर्स सेलेक्ट कर लिया, दिस इज पॉसिबल. बट आपने मैथ्स 2 और कॉमर्स किया, दिस इज नॉट पॉसिबल, बिकॉज मैथ्स 2 आप मैथ्स 1 के साथ ही ले सकते हो. ठीक है, नंबर ऑफ डिफरेंट कॉम्बिनेशंस ऑफ 2 सब्जेक्ट. So firstly, अगर आप M2 कंसिडर कर रहे हो, that means you have taken M1, so this is one case. Now you take case where M2 you are not considering, so M2 आप कंसिडर नहीं कर रहे, ये 4 में से you can select any 2. ठीक है, 4C2, any 2 out of 4. So 4C2 is what? 4 multiply 3, 2 factorial divided by 4 minus 2, 2 factorial. This 6 cases for this, 1 case for this, total 7 cases. Option C will be your answer. Understood? ठीक है, चलो. Again, कुछ मुश्किल था ही नहीं अभी तक. I have not even encountered one question in which I will say that it is a difficult one. चलो, in a society, it is customary for friends of the same sex to hug. So if you are male and male, you will hug and meet. And for friends of opposite sex to shake hands. So if you are male and female, you will shake hands when they meet. A group of friends met in a party. There were 24 handshakes. Which one among the following numbers indicate possible number of hugs? Just as I was saying that till now I have not encountered even one question which was a bit difficult. This question comes. So this question is not difficult. It's just that इसमें आपको सोचना है कि approach क्या है. अब आप एक बात बताओ, एक पार्टी में लेट्स से आई एम सेइंग 1 male and 1 female is there, ठीक है? If they are meeting, firstly they are of opposite sex, that means they will do what? They will shake hands. How many handshakes will be there? One from this and one from this and आएगा ना, ठीक है? So total only one handshake among these. Now if I say there are 2 males and 1 female, ठीक है? So how many handshakes will be there? 2 out of 2. Let's say 2 males are AB and 1 female is C. So one handshake will be AC, one handshake will be BC, right? How many hugs will be there among them? ठीक है? But now you see AC and BC, what we are doing? 2 multiply 1. Question याद है फर्स्ट वीडियो में किया था, नंबर ऑफ शर्ट्स, नंबर ऑफ पैंट्स. शर्ट भी सिलेक्ट करनी है, जितनी शर्ट्स है उसमें से एक शर्ट सिलेक्ट करोगे, जितनी पैंट्स है उसमें से एक पैंट सिलेक्ट करोगे, मल्टीप्लाई कर दो, पॉसिबल कॉम्बिनेशन. यहाँ पर भी यही हो रहा है. देयर आर सम मेल्स मल्टीप्लाइड बाय फीमेल्स. इतने हैंडशेक्स करेंगे. हैंडशेक्स कितने हैं? 24. व्हाट आर द पॉसिबल कॉम्बिनेशंस? पॉसिबल कॉम्बिनेशन है 24 1, देन 2 12, देन 3 8, देन 4 6. ये पॉसिबल कॉम्बिनेशंस है. नाउ लेट्स से इफ देयर आर 24 ऑफ वन जेंडर एंड 1 ऑफ अनदर जेंडर, हग्स कितने होंगे? 24 C2. 24 में आपस में जैसे 24 मेल्स है, ठीक है, तो वो आपस में एवरी 2 पर्सन विल हग. दैट मीन्स 24 में से आप 2 सेलेक्ट कर रहे हो. 24 C2 एंड 1 C2 में से तो कुछ हो ही नहीं सकता. दैट मीन्स दीज मेनी हग्स आर ओनली देयर. सो 24 मल्टीप्लाई 23 डिवाइडेड बाय 2. 12 multiply 23. This is not given in options. आपको देखना है कितने पॉसिबल हग्स हो सकते हैं. Which among the following number indicate possible number of hugs? ये ऑप्शन में ही नहीं है. Now let's talk about 2 and 12. If there are 2 males, let's say, so 2C2, ठीक है, and there are 2C2 means they are hugging once. 12 females, 12C2, that means what? 12 multiply 11 divided by 2. 6 multiply 11, 66. Not in option. 3 and 8. 3C2, 8C2. These are the number of hugs. 3C2 will be 3 plus 8C2. 8 multiply 7 divided by 2. 28. 28 plus 3. 31. Not in option. Now we will talk about the last case, that is 4 and 6. Let's say 4 males 6 females. किसी भी ऑर्डर में 4 females ऐसे भी लिख सकते हो. It is the same thing because total number of hugs बताए. 4 males 6 females. So 4C2, 4 में से हर 2 का पेयर होगा. That means 4 multiply 3 divided by 2, 6. And females are 6. So 6C2, 6 multiply 5 divided by 2. यही होगा ना. 6 multiply 5 4 factorial, 2 and 4 factorial. Cancel. Only 2 will be left. 3 15. Total कितने हुए? 6 among males, 15 among females. Total 21. Option में है option C. 21 is my answer. ठीक है. So this was the question जिसमें थोड़ा सा ये सोचना था कि अगर आप डिफरेंट ग्रुप्स में ले रहे हो, दैट मीन्स आप डिफरेंट ग्रुप्स को मल्टीप्लाई कर रहे हो. बेसिक वो जो हमारा फर्स्ट कंसेप्ट था, फंडामेंटल ऑफ काउंटिंग प्रिंसिपल, ठीक है, तो वो अप्लाई करना था. So this was it for permutation and combination. Now we have discussed all the questions that were in the PYQs, and I hope you guys understand the concept and what are the conclusions that we draw. Permutation combination कोई मुश्किल टॉपिक नहीं है. परमुटेशन कॉम्बिनेशन का ऐसा नहीं है कि आपको एक फॉर्मूला पता चल जाए तो उससे सारे क्वेश्चंस हो जाएंगे. व्हेन यू हैव अ क्वेश्चन जिसमें बड़े फिगर्स गिवन हो, ट्राई टू मेक इट इनटू स्मॉल फिगर्स. PYQs के कंसेप्ट्स अच्छे से करके जाने हैं. इतने बॉल्स है, इतने बॉल्स है, इतने बॉल्स है, उसमें से आपको मिनिमम नंबर क्या होना चाहिए सो दैट एवरी बॉल ऑफ ग्रुप इज कमिंग, मैक्सिमम नंबर सो दैट नो बॉल इज लेफ्ट, ऐसे करके जितने भी क्वेश्चन थे ये कंसेप्ट समझ में आना चाहिए, ठीक है। तो थैंक यू सो मच फॉर वॉचिंग द वीडियो।